But basically, when I hear people talk about this game, I hear people say like, "Oh, the game sucks. Its translation's terrible." Like, I don't think it's that bad. It's questionable, sure, but you can. I'm understanding the story, okay. It just has like one, like honestly, just stuff with Liz, and then like every now and then you run into a line that's questionable. Like it's not terrible. People are too hard on this game's translation. It doesn't deserve that much hate. Also, consider that other PS1 games are questionable in localization as well. Final Fantasy VIII and Xenogears being my biggest examples. Yeah, that's right, I said it. Xenogears' translation's like questionable, but people love that game. People consider it like a masterpiece. And it's a good game. Yeah, for all good intents and purposes, but... Also, Xenogears is a big game as well, so like, you know, a questionable translation like a really big game is saying something. But also, you can like understand the story pretty well in those two games I just named. I'm gonna switch Tim out for this, actually. Put Kanon in. Xenogears is being retranslated? Oh, is it really? Are they actually working on a retranslation? I want to play Xenogears again. But if they're working on a retranslation, maybe I'll wait for that retranslation. Xenogears' translation is... If I'm picking games that don't have the best translation, Xenogears comes to mind. But it's not so terrible that it ruins the game. I'm not one of the people who's like, it's the best PS1 game out there, but I do love it. I do love it a lot. It's a good game. Mostly for the story and characters. I think the story is amazing. It's just so deep, and it spawns so many discussions because, like, Xenogears is a game where you play it once, and I feel like you don't even fully grasp it. You play it, like, another time, and you're like, oh, you learn new things. I love the amount of depth it has. Heck, I've only played the game once, and that was, like, 5 years ago. I don't think the translation ruins Xenogears. It still deserves the success it got. Or, you know, the attention it gets. But I do notice, like, the translation is not exactly great. But I still enjoy the game a lot. From what I remember, 5 years ago. I mean, 5 years ago isn't, like, a super long time. Both Wild Arms 2 and Xenogears retranslations are community efforts. Yeah, I figured it's probably a community working on it. I don't know, I might still... I really want to play Xenogears again. That might be the next PS1 games I do. If not that, then Breath of Fire 3. But I honestly think Xenogears... Oh, Ashley died for that. I didn't realize. Heavy rip. I wasn't paying attention. That's what I get for talking about Xenogears. Xenogears is most likely going to be the next PS1 game we do whenever I do another one. If not that, then Breath of Fire 3. But even then, I think it'll be Xenogears. I'm getting a bunch of, like, armor I should be looking at. Yeah, plus band for you. I thought Bounding Guard would be better. I guess not. This is something I got. The Azure Vest for you. I played both games as 5 to 6 years old. They were my second and third RPGs. If a kid can understand and keep up, I don't understand how people in their 30s struggle. Yeah, I mean... I wasn't, like... I wasn't that young when I played them, but, you know... I was, like... preteen teenager, and like I've never had a problem understanding stories in them. So I'm just like, if the story gets across okay, then it's a passable translation if you get the story, if the story's understood, I feel. That's just my opinion. The congratulatory faceplant, classic Ashley, exactly. Welcome to stream, Harukai. How you doing? PS1 RPG game Brave Fencer Musashi voice acting is questionable. Never played that. I mean, like, what PS1 game doesn't have questionable voice acting? Like, that's like early days of voice acting. Oh, save point. Put Tim in just so we can get healing for the next boss fight. We're probably gonna fight, it's Caina, right? Caina is the, Judecca, or not Judecca. Caina is the Odessa member here. We're gonna fight Caina probably soon. Anyway, in conclusion with this whole translation thing, people are too hard on translations, basically. If the story is understood, then you've done a good enough job. Like, it's passable. You're good. Sure, you can be like, oh, the translation has some weird lines in it, but like, if you got the story, if the story can be understood, then you get a pass in my book, basically. Boom. I've been inspired. Only 76, not bad. Good job, Tim. We're healed, so you rock bolt here. I saw a 69 in there, 1692. That's a 69, more or less. There's so many birds chirping by my window. It's been happening for like the past few days. And that's all I hear. What am I doing here? Oh, these just, okay, I'm probably just, like, using these to get by, like, it's light or whatever. It, like, makes the path show itself or whatever. Okay, I see. This is, like, just some kind of maze. I'm down for this. This way? This will take me to this switch. Oh, but that's a dead end. Alright, so I have to go back around this way. But I can't. Okay. Can I go this way? Yeah, I can. Also, I'm gonna try to use a lucky card the next fight. I think we have like 4 left. I'm trying to like space them out. I ended up doing the duplication trick in Wild Arms 1 for the rest of the videos I made, so I gotta be careful I don't use a lucky card every fight. Because in Wild Arms 1, I started to use a lucky card every optional boss because I just duplicated them. We don't quite have that many in this game, though. I only have like 4 left, I think. Or I'm trying to think if I should save it for like a monster fight, because monster fights are gonna have body parts and that'll be more Gela and XP, maybe? I'm not sure. Get wrecked. Destroyed. Even. Yeah, this is where Caina is, because they had this tower for Antinora. Hello, Caina. How are you doing today? Get out of my way. An aerial fortress. You all don't need a toy like that. I mean, maybe they do, Ashley. Maybe you should ask and consider their feelings. Once the energy output from the Diablo pillars is blocked, Heimdall Gazo cannot go. That's what I'm gonna do. Alright, nothing from Caina, just straight to battle. I think you steal those at some point from the luck optional dungeon, unless I'm thinking about other Wild Arms games. Yeah, I'm in the story, so we won't be getting any optional dungeon anytime soon. But also, you might be right, I never played this game. In Wild Arms 1, you could steal lucky cards from those enemies, but I tried doing it and I ended up getting none, hence why I used a duplication trick on it, so. Actually, no, that was duplicators, never mind. What I just said is irrelevant because I was talking about duplicators. You act so self-righteous. I hate that, it's so irritating. That outlaw scum opposing Sir Vincefeld's ideals for Odessa. Hey, Randolph, how about feeding these guys to a space-time distortion? Oh, you're the one with the key. Right. We fought you once, because you had the key. Yeah. Go left edge. And no worries, dude. You're good. Don't worry about it. I probably plan to do the optional dungeons. I mean, I got my Platinum Trophy for Wild Arms 1. I will almost definitely do all the content in this game, because I did it for the first one. Okay. That was a 69. You win. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Easy dodge. Good job, Kanan. Never played the original first one, just a remake. Oh, you played Altered Code F. Yes, I'm a new Wild Arms fan. I played the first one back. I started in June, I think. Took me like a month to beat that game, and then I just dived into this one. I do plan to play Altered Code F though, but I wanna play the main lines first. Altered Code F is a weird one. I'm sure there are some people who say it's like they prefer it to the original maybe, or only played Altered Code F, but I'm sure there's some who are like, it's not the original. But those are just Wild Arms purists, I bet. I do want to play it one day. Good old 803. Ba-ba-bum. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. You're fine, Tim. Don't worry. Nothing you can't handle. You'll be fine because I'm switching in Brad. I think I only switched out Brad just so Tim can get a first aid. Yo, sick Keyblade, Caina. You belong in Kingdom Hearts. Got him. Full action. And then get level 2 here, Wire Fist. Get him Caina. Oh, tear him up. Tear him up. And never get tired of your animations. Easy 2,000 damage. Did I hit you? No, I missed. I didn't see you stagger, so I figured I missed. Brad's not gonna miss because we have lock on. I don't remember my reasoning. I remember nothing from that game stuck with me. Felt very fantasy generic RPG with combat quirks. I mean, you said you only played Alter Code F, the remake. So, like, I mean, I imagine people who played only the remake are gonna be like, oh yeah, it's they'll have an opinion on it, but like, you know, because it's a remake of the first game, so if you played the first one, you're probably like, oh, is it better than the first one? Some people might be more divided on it. I can't say much on it because I haven't played it, and I know nothing of it other than the fact... I have no idea about it other than the fact that it's a remake of the first one. I'm not sure how it does as a game on its own. Like, if people just play Alter Code F. I have no idea about the first one is. I would say the first one's good. It's a little dated because it was made in 1997, but that just depends if you like classic games or not. I enjoyed Wild Arms 1. So much from Wild Arms 2 and 3. 3 is one I hear a lot about. A lot of people's favorite is Wild Arms 3. I plan to get my opinion on it after this playthrough. We're playing Wild Arms 3. But Wild Arms 3 is a popular favorite. Based on forums and Reddits and stuff, most people, the common favorite is Wild Arms 3. And then every now and then you'll see someone be like, oh, Wild Arms 1 because it's like the first one, it's the original, it hits really hard sometimes. So sometimes people will say Wild Arms 1, and then occasionally you'll come across people who say the second one. But also the second one is frowned upon because of its translation, which are reasons I just don't fathom. But, you know. 3 is like the popular favorite from my research of like posts on Reddit and stuff and game facts and everything. But we will... I look forward to getting my opinion on it. I should probably switch Tin out. Put Lilka in. 3 is apparently like the most Wild West one, I think. I think a lot of people say the aesthetic of 3, it's like the most Wild West-like of the Wild Arms games, apparently. So that should be interesting. And then 4 and 5 are like hardly ever talked about, probably for the fact that they haven't been ported and they have like a very different battle system, so those will be interesting as well. Yeah, we're fine. It's a 1700 though. Brad, please don't miss this. Oh yes, give me Night Blazer. Give me the Night Blazer. I love it. I can't use high heal, but I can use regular heal. Access form activated. Access. I don't know why I say access all the time for some reason.